Hey, hi everyone. So today we'll see how to have the top end filter on a particular measure and change or have the top end measure work with a what if parameter, like whatever number you're selecting with respect to that the uh, top end filter changes with respect to the measure. So let's get started. I have a simple model over here. So it's a fact table and three dimension tables, country, segment and product, and a calendar table which has been created for continuous dates. So going back, so this is my model. So let me pull in the product and then let's have the sales, direct sales. So these are the these are the sales, and I have around six products. Now I want to have the top two products of it. So ideally what we do, we get in here two, and then I'll pull in sales in here, and then yeah, that's how it goes. So with respect to, so here you will not have the ability for the end user to actually change the top values dynamically however they want. Like one wants to see top 4 or top 2 or top 10 or top 20. So we'll address that today. So now what we'll do, we'll have a measure table. So first, so as a to have a cleaner thing, sales current year we calculate sum of sales, and yes, so I have the sum of sales right now, so I'll put it in back there and I'll just remove the previous one which is similar. Right now we want to have the top end filter. Now we'll try to make it dynamic. mm, Let me pull in the sales current year. So we have six products showing up right now. So for that we'll have another measure created. Top sales current year, we'll call it. So here comes the important part where we use the top end filter, and so we want to have top 3 for example, and then all selected for the product from the fact table directly or from the dimension table. Both works. We'll call the same sales here for the expression, and we'll sort it descending order, right? And then we'll call the values, and again the product from the product table. So here we go. So our measure is created now. So let me pull in that measure here and remove the old measure out of it. Okay, let's pull it from the product table. And here we go. We have top 3 values now. So let me put it back in the order. So we have the top 3 products. If I want to do it for one product, so here we go. We have top 1 product right now available. So now how do we make this dynamic? So our main agenda is to make this dynamic. So let me get into modeling and create a numeric range, a what if parameter. Let me call this as range number. Minimum is 1 and maximum is 6. As we have only 6 values right now, I'm going with 6, and by default I'll call it as 3 and create. So we have our what if parameter created, or the field parameter created. So here it is, and here we have the input box or the slider to select or change the range. So now let me try to do it for, yeah, so right now that doesn't change anything, but we'll get into the top sales CY, and to the this place we'll pass in the range value. Let's say save it. Right, okay, here we go. So we have top 4. If I want to make it top 5 or top 1, so with respect to the changes it works now. Yeah, so now the next question is how to have the PYs for this. So for that let me create another PY. So if I want to use another measure in the same table, so let me create sales last year. Okay. Sales last year is equal to calculate sum of sales same period last year with respect to the date, calendar date. Okay, so let me pull in this, and if you see, so we have the last year values also coming in here. So the top 3 or the top 5 ideology what we were trying to do is not achieved. So for that, let me take out the sales last year out of this and create another measure. So before that, let me copy this measure and then create a new measure. So right now my agenda is to get the current year top 3 values. So I'll go with current year top 3 values, but I want to have the last year value here, sales last year, but the top n will be calculated on the current year value, and everything else remains same. And then I will bring in sales PY in here. So now again we have our working. So if you see 6, so if you see, okay, let me sort it accordingly. So if you see the top 3 sales what we have, let me go with 3 only. And if you see previous year there is a 27 in for the velo, but in the current year it has lesser value, so it holds the current year order. So that's how we have the dynamic top end values to be available for selecting by the end user as per their requirement. And thank you for your time.